The season finale of Paramount Plus' gritty criminal thriller MobLand has a ton of loose threads in need of tidying up, which should deliver an action-packed, twisting ending to what is hopefully the first of future seasons. The ending of episode 9 saw Conrad and Maeve Harrigan brought into police custody on suspicion of murder, which could speed up the timeframe of the Harrigan/Stevenson fight. Richie could undoubtedly make his move against the rest of the Harrigan operation to permanently seize control of London now that the snake's head had been momentarily severed. The season finale of MobLand will have to deal with a number of character subplots that will change the show in addition to the main story about the drug and gun trafficking in London. Paddy Considine's Kevin Harrigan will surely have to cope with the consequences of the murder he committed, and Tom Hardy's Harry D'Souza has never been in a more precarious position than he is right now. There are a number of popular hypotheses regarding the resolutions of different subplots, and the forthcoming season finale is almost certain to address some of the more fascinating of them. The endless setup surrounding Bella Harrigan's plot with her politically connected father is undoubtedly one of MobLand's most annoying subplots. As we approach the season's last episode, we still don't know what she's really planning to do. She has so far interacted with her father and Antoine, the enigmatic Frenchman who works for a Syrian arms dealer, in an attempt to get the latter to meet with the UK Home Secretary. What Bella gains from this agreement is still up in the air. Harry has repeatedly cautioned her against it, and we still don't know why she wants the sit-down to happen so urgently. She's obviously a little over her head because she's already needed Harry's help when Antoine tried to gain power on her. All that needs to be covered in the season finale is Bella's scheme and how, if at all, it fits into the larger story. Theories of who Maeve might be referring to and why it infuriated Kevin have been circulating since she made a remark about Kevin's other brother at the end of episode 8. The most widely held belief is that Eddie, Kevin's son, is actually Conrad's son with Bella, making him Kevin's half-brother rather than his son. This notion is further supported by the fact that Eddie and Conrad have very similar personalities and Kevin does not, as well as by Kevin's repeated outbursts when Rusby brought up the topic of children. Conrad addresses Eddie as son when he first shows up in Eddie's bedroom at the start of episode 9, which might be seen as either a casual greeting or a clue to its true paternity. Whether Eddie is Conrad's son or not will have to be addressed in the series finale because there have been enough hints raised thus far. I think we will find out why Kevin would agree to such an arrangement, and it looks like the notion will be verified soon. The season finale might not address the entire issue, but we can probably expect a few shocking revelations about Eddie's parentage and Kevin's family. Tattersall's scheme to have Alice steal the Harrigans' DNA so that it may be planted later to prove their guilt beyond a reasonable doubt is unsatisfactory. If his aim was to give them to Richie as soon as they were in lockup, as Richie requested, it seems strange that he would have Alice risk the danger of going into the Harrigans' mansion to steal DNA. Why even bother with the DNA if his ultimate goal is to simply let Richie remove them? If Alice gets caught, it seems like a needless risk that might cause the Harrigans to become suspicious. Another issue is that, even though the Harrigans seem to be onto her, at least Conrad and Serafina are, considering her interrogation at the dinner table, Alice was able to get what she came for with ease. As Conrad extinguished his cigar in one of Maeve's empty drinking glasses, the two of them even managed to neatly stack their DNA in a single grab. It appears that the Harrigans are the ones scheming Tattersall and Alice, not the other way around, as Harry continues to release her with the DNA samples even after catching her red-handed. Harry's profession has caused Jan and Gina to endure unimaginable levels of stress for no fault of their own, and it appears that the armed police raid in episode May 9th be the tipping point for January. Gina is now directly in danger due to the war with the Stevensons, and Harry's role in it, even though Harry's job has always been risky and has always seemed to come before their marriage. The only safe haven is the house of a vicious crime boss who has already acted inappropriately toward Gina. There is no way the season finale can go without addressing the nature of the two favors Harry has given Kat McAllister, who is now enigmatic and obviously deadly. Although not much is known about Kat, it is almost a given that she will try to use Harry's abilities as a tactician or a shooter for her own evil ends. Conrad and Kevin appeared concerned that Harry could owe Kat anything, so it would be fascinating to see how they react back to the Harrigans. If Kat asks Harry to perform something that directly contradicts his allegiance to the Harrigans, it would significantly complicate things for him in MobLand. Kat might, for instance, call on him to betray the Harrigans in order to remove them from the ship if, as some speculate, she is a high-level CIA or MI6 agent. She may ask Harry to kill one or all of the Harrigans in order to accomplish her own agenda, as Conrad and Kevin's experience with her suggests that she is more criminal than law enforcement.